Hello and welcome to a Smurd P video. Today we're looking at Marvel Legends series X-Men's Moments and Cross, or aka Generation X Moments and Cross. And if you like my channel, please support me by subscribing. I don't apparently do that enough when I open up my videos. Anyway, that's the cool thing to do. So, there we go. Got that awkward bit out of the way. Here is a nice picture of Monet at the back, and it goes on to the side. Beautiful artwork. If you are a mint in box collector, you can put these all nicely on your shelf, and they look awesome. You also get, I believe, the left leg of Child, and she comes with 2 extra hands, and well, that's pretty much it. So, and she is number 3 in the figure line, etc., etc., and let's get her open so we can have a closer look at her. Wow, that is absolutely amazing. Now, Monet, I've read a majority of Generation X. I think I've got maybe 20 issues that I haven't got around to reading. But the important thing is that I've read it now. Monet's story is actually quite interesting because she's actually trapped in Penance's body. You think Penance is this other character to Monet, but actually Monet is in Penance, and her twin sisters have been have joined to become Monet for the first part of Generation X, and it's something to do with their brother M-Plate. Yeah, M-Plate, who like to eat her or suck her whatever stuff, etc., to make himself live. It was sort of like a parasite that ended up being a parasitic vampire, etc. And it's I really hope we get a Generation X omnibus at some point, because I'd love to read it from start to finish. Like I said, I've read about 53 issues, and that's because I won a bundle of Generation X issues, and I just read them. I could easily go Marvel Unlimited to read them, but I have lots of other things I'm reading right now. So yeah, so it's kind of confusing now, and I say confusing now because Monet has played some part in the Krakoa era, and she actually, when she gets angry or loses control, she actually turns into Penance again. So I thought that was, and they've done that, I think, in Uncanny X-Men Magneto's run as well. I think they did something similar as well, and it just sort of threw me, that sort of change, etc. And I can't remember where that change came from. I thought it was forced onto her to keep her prisoner, but perhaps it's something that was always there. She's also got super strength. She can fly, and am I going to say is she telepathic as well? I can't remember that bit. But definitely super strength and can fly. So this is absolutely stunning. Look at that. That is a beautiful... Sorry, my light's sort of glaring in the eyes, but there are some nice hazel eyes in there. Looks absolutely gorgeous. Nice, beautiful long hair. The suit looks absolutely phenomenal. I love it. The X on the hands, the X there, the X there. You could say they've got a bit overboard with these training suits, etc. But they are that. They are basically body armor to protect the younglings. Sorry, Star Wars reference. When potentially they have to go out. So Monet, I love Monet the most in the X Factor run. That's my favorite Monet, I'm going to say. Mainly because it's her. That's my favorite Monet. I really do hope we get that X Factor figures, because that was a great series. One of my favorite. It is my favorite X Factor series of all time. So with Jamie's detective thing, and there, Monet is pretty darn interesting. So she's got this little bit of armor on the piece here, which will restrict, so you have to be careful when you are trying to do that free. It sort of moves as well around, but just be careful. Highly recommend careful there. There is movement on the ball joint underneath there, but it's very hard to get to. So once again, just be careful. Swivel on the bicep. This is pinless, I'm going to say. It's a thin point in there, so just be careful when you are doing those, especially those early bends, because that's when things can go wrong. Just make sure you got your pressure points right. You can't really lift this up and down because you got this little bit flicking over. You can turn the hand around like so. As usual, the movement is in the upper torso, Nothing down at the waist. She's got the thigh swivel. She can sort of almost do the splits. Nothing else there. She can go up. She sort of back a little bit, not really. And then she's got a double on the leg, which comes up quite nicely. Because it is a boot, but I'm gonna say it feels like there's some movement, but it also feels like there isn't some movement because this piece perhaps sits over the leg. So just be careful if you're doing that. There's an up C, a down C. There is a lefty and a right C. So, which is pretty cool. This figure is awesome. I absolutely adore this figure. Wow. And I'm hoping we get more Generation X. This has been a really, I'm going to say this again. This has been the last few X waves have been really good, in my opinion, because they've given us figures that we've never had before, never even dreamed about before. And it just shows that Hasbro not just going for the usual things that sell. That drives me mad because it's easy. They are pushing the limit, and it's a risk for them. So, I'm not going to advocate go buy stuff. Let's be honest. The price of living at the moment is difficult, even for people like me. I've got a damn good job, but even sometimes I struggle to carry on collecting certain lines, etc. Also, everything up in the world has gone up, so priorities have to shift. So it is a big risk them still releasing these figures. So and if you like these figures, I recommend them from that perspective. If you like them, if you found Generation X, this figure to go buy. If you like Starjammers, go buy it. If not, I guess there's a risk that Marvel will play it safe again. Sorry, Hasbro will play it safe again, which I hope doesn't happen. I hope they continue pushing themselves, because that's what we want. We want great new products, and this is a great product. I love how it looks. I love the fact that I have a Menace. I really want a Penance as well. I want the rest of Generation X class. I want a Cinch. I want a Jubilee. I want a Skin. I want a Mondo. Give them to me. Give me a Banshee and White Queen looking how they did in those costumes as well. So also she comes with, like I said, the left leg. It looks very cool. I'm looking forward to building Chowd. So make sure you're watching my channel for that. If you like me, I know I've done this already. Please support my channel by subscribing. Really appreciate it. Thank you to those that are already subscribed to my channel and watch my videos. Really appreciate you folks a great deal. Make sure you look after yourself. And as always, embrace the geekiness. Take care. Goodbye.